Let's go to Liquor 309. It's time to buy and sell stock with Cooldown. And for this question, it gives us an integer array represent the stock prices at I state. And we can buy and sell stock as many days times as we can. But since there is a cooldown date, that means if we sell a stock, we need to wait one more day to buy. So similar to the previous question, when we have the any prices, something like that, we are going to use the hold equals new enter by graph one. Means we have stock at this date. The previous I day, okay, all day I met index I minus one on the max profit, and also sold for the new 8 plus one. Right? That means we don't have a stock on hand for the previous day I, right? That is the so the I that is the previous I that is the index I minus one, the maximum profit if we don't have a stock on hand, right? So let's talk about the initial value, right? We know the hold 0, we can set as the integer dot minimum value, right? The thing is that because there is a cooldown, right? So we have to iterate from I equals 2, right? And I smaller than equal to n, I plus. So let's say this hold I equals max hold I minus 1, right? I minus 1. And the thing is that we can buy only after we need to wait one more day, right? So it will be sold I minus 2 and minus prices I minus 1, right? And so the I will be max. So I minus 1 and hold that is I minus 1, right? And we are prices and that's minus 1. So we also need this value hold 1, right? Because the sold one will be same as if we use this kind of formula, right? The it will still be 0. But hold 1 will need to be that is max max hold 0, or we buy at this price, right? Price 0. So that is we can set this on as X, right? In the end, we just return hold. In time. The time complexity will be O(n), space will be also O(n), but we can use rolling array, right? Because every I only we need to have 3, right? Because every I will depend depend on the previous one and the previous one, right? So we can use space 3, right, for this question. So we just multiply 3. Multiply 3, and this one not by 3. And this one not by 3. Return this not by 3. Use variables. We need several variables because it has so the dependent on previous previous. So it will get a bit complicated to write. The formula is a bit complicated. So just write using the rolling array should be fine. The time complexity is O(n) space is constant.